Hi everyone, it's Simon Keeling here at weatherweb.net on Saturday the 16th of January. Thanks again for watching. Don't forget, if you want us to send you an email when the video is updated, just send a blank email to generalweather-subscribe at weatherweb.net and we'll send you an email alert when the video is updated. Don't worry, no spam, nothing like that. We don't pass on your email addresses. We just use it to let you know when these videos are updated. Okay then, ECMWF 850 temperatures showing the milder air trying to get in during this week. But this is quite interesting because remember 850 is about 5,000 feet up in the atmosphere. And you see these gradual rise in temperature as we go through this weekend into next week and beyond. Look how temperature rises quite steadily actually once we get into the early stages of next week. But just compare that with the surface temperature rise and notice the lag between those two. So the 5,000 foot temperature was kind of doing this sort of pattern. So it was going up like so. But notice how the surface temperature is staying relatively flat until we get towards the end of this week. And then we see this kind of build in temperature through Friday and into Saturday. Reason for that is that the milder air is trying to nudge in from off the Atlantic, but as it comes up against this block of cold air that's edged its way in from Eastern Europe, the cold dense air sits at the surface, the warm air rises above it, gets forced upwards and never actually gets in at the surface, although in its western edge, which is probably going to be somewhere through western Scotland, Wales, southwest England, then eventually that kind of western edge gradually warms up and the milder air can leach through. One of the problems we're going to face this week is lots of mist and murk, particularly out towards the west. But that's a great example there of upper temperatures rising, but the lower temperatures not corresponding until much later on. So it shows that lag effect of milder air getting in such a winter situation. Now, rainfall for the coming week across Europe looking like this. This is the prediction up until the end of next Saturday. And notice how it's Ireland and into the far southwest of England, down into northern parts of Spain, and then through central and eastern parts of the Mediterranean and across Eastern Europe that we're seeing most of the precipitation forecast through the coming week. And that's almost a perfect representation of the jet stream during the course of the week, which is going to be meaning out something like so. Very little rainfall further north, so across Scandinavia, across western parts of Russia, central and northern parts of Germany running into Poland. They're seeing very little rainfall indeed. Most of it there out west and across the Mediterranean. And that kind of has implications for the February forecast. We've got to watch this one very carefully. We could be heading for a bust here with February. What we've gone with the idea with February, as you probably know, is that it was drier, it was colder. And that's certainly where the JMA's taken it. But the CFS is not trying to do that right now. This is the CFS forecast 500 millibar heights anomalies for this week. And you notice that sort of pattern. There's the big trough across eastern parts of Europe. There's the ridge building across the UK. And then notice how on this forecast from the 21st to the 26th of January, ridge slips eastwards. We've got this mild southwesterly flow still got the trough across Europe. So this ridge is kind of trying to topple its way eastwards like so. What that may well then do is open the door up to stronger westerlies right at the end of January, and the CFS is picking up on that idea too. There they are. This is the forecast from the 26th to the 31st. Jet stream picking itself back up again. Lower than normal heights north, higher than normal heights south. Strengthens this jet stream, which would bring near normal temperatures, cooler than we saw post-Christmas. But then the jet strengthens even further into the early part of February. We see that strong jets across the country. Notice the low heights towards the north, high heights towards the south. That increases the rainfall, puts us into wetter and milder conditions. Although still early days, of course, but certainly the hints are there for something much more unsettled into February. We'd gone for chillier conditions coming through. The only thing that I think could happen here is that we lose the strong jet eventually. So what happens is that the jet collapses away and we get the ridge slipping eastwards, a trough then developing across the UK. And what that then does is it tries to build the ridge back in the Atlantic, and we get more of a northwesterly flow forming in something like that. So you can still make a story out of the CFS, although I've got to say it's looking unlikely at this stage, but I wouldn't completely rule it out. But certainly we need to be focused very carefully here on what February could bring. Okay, I will leave you with that for now, but whatever you're doing, thanks again for watching. Don't forget to check out the fast forecast for the details for the next couple of days, but have a great day. Thanks for watching. Keep the sun shining, and bye for now.